Right, welcome back. Religion and science, like especially science. Like I need your intelligence. Like, can you just give me 5, 10 minutes of your time, and I promise you it'll be worth it. Like religion, I need all your time. Like all that faith and hope that change is coming in that. If you are religious, then you need to follow me, just for the chance. That that hope that change is coming. Uh, or you're all fake. I'm going to prove that you're all fake. Every single different religion, I don't know all the other ones, I know about Jesus and that, but all the different ones have a meaning, because they all now need to come together and agree on one simple fact: thou shalt not kill or do harm. Like, it is easy to agree on that, and it's never been done worldwide. 2,000 years ago, 2024 years ago, a guy came along, God's son, and died for you. So you can now sit here and watch what I have to tell you. His messages weren't for you, like, because you all disbelieve. The moment someone comes along and tells you, oh, now is the time, just do this one thing, you don't do it, because you are all stupid and disbelievers. I'm a disbeliever. I am on science side, but I can't ignore 2024 years of history. And then when I chose to accept it but mixed it with science, it all came unraveling. I tried to follow God at New Year's when I got shown the gate of the new kingdom. I tried to accept God and speak to God, and then I drove myself sick and insane, and then I was like, it can't be like. And then I drove myself insane. It took me like 4 or 5 days at the end, because I'm a true disbeliever in that. Like, how can God exist with so much death and destruction? That's what I had to go through with the trials and that. I had to disbelieve in God, but always follow His rule. And then, boom, I get handed the key to the kingdom, to the future. Well, showing the gate, and then I got sent away and tortured for 4 weeks, 24/7 torture, trying to help you all, trying to share my information. And then family and that, they all told me like it wasn't real, like I can't do anything. So for the last 6 months, I chose to accept that. Like, I chose to take the route that was given to me, like the disabled route. Like, my spine is crushed in my hip, that the doctors misdiagnosed for 8 years. Never gave me an x-ray of that, even though I constantly complained about the back pains, different areas and that, but I never said spine, so I never got the x-ray. So when I got mentally ill because of all the pain after 8 years, I finally got the x-ray, and they're like, oh yeah, you've got hip and spine dysplasia and a crack down there and permanently damaged, and I'm going out working full time. And then that drove me insane, psychotic break and that, when I seen the gates to heaven. And then I spent 7 months ignoring it, choosing to accept my retirement from the slavery and that, a couple of years to get my house and that, and then I would go out and try to do community work and help out, like when my body lets me and that. And then boom, no, my mind won't let me shut up until, oh yeah, the influencer. If you become an influencer, that's how you start the end of the world. If you're religious, if you're science, I'm just taking everything you've built and upgrading it. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Like, the world has built its way to pay itself to clean itself up. Like, the two horsemen, if you're religious, the two horsemen are part of the biggest influencers online. Like, the people that I have been calling to for 5 years, like there's the four of them, and it makes perfect sense how there's four horsemen. Because all I do, I'm a teacher, all I do is I get them, and that's it. Well, as soon as I get the first one, it doesn't matter what happens next. Like, if you don't believe me in that, like, there'll be a way I get to him and be like, this is how you save the future of humanity and that. Don't let anyone else on space travel and that, who's not an angel. It's my rule. I get to decide. And then when the second horseman comes in, he controls all the money in that. It's unreal. And then when the third one comes in, he's controlling all the war, all the veterans. He's in charge of all the veterans. Like, I've been watching him and he's amazing with him. He knows what to do. And I know the tools to give him to go worldwide and help them all through their trauma. And then in 15 years' time, because there'll be no army to fight each other, no kids will, no war in that. But we still need armies. We still need countries to get stronger and advance and grow. So we need to be war games. Like, I know it costs money to go in sport and that, but that's, if I get paid the money I'm going to get paid. Like, you think about all the books, the TV, like if I go for interviews and that, like, I take everything you've built and I get it all just to build a new world on top of the old one. All you have to do is stop murder, rape and kidnapping each other. You need to stop wanting it and doing what you're doing. Get yourself some free time. Flip out your phone and be a part of the army by watching me. That's all you do, is watch me. And I go out and I recruit the bad to destroy the evil. The bad will retire, like all the evil ones out there that are planning to do it. But there's bad people out there who've done evil and who doesn't go out and cause evil every day and that. They're pushed to it. I'm going to go out and give them what they want to control everything. Like, I'll control everything. And the good people will be in charge of them, but they will control the streets. It's never been done before, because the internet, no living person has been smart enough to connect the religion and the science. Because I've always been an underdog better, right? And I've always wondered why, because I've mostly won, surprisingly. I'm like, fucking hell. And then when I stopped betting and that, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, fucking hell, now, if I have to bet if it's religious or science, my money is on science after the 4 days of 24/7 constantly figuring out a way how 2024 years ago a guy with science could figure out someone's going to come along and flip the switch. And I found out a possibility, like going on what you know on science and that. So I want to, when I get my first general, like that's what I'll call it, like science and that, but it's called the Horseman. When I get him, I'm going to get the world's best scientists who have free time and that, and start the biggest project going after what the hell is playing with us, because it's either karma or it's God giving us science as a weapon to clean up our own mess, or it's pure science. And when I tell the top scientists my theory, they're going to be, oh yeah, well that's possible, oh shit, yeah, and that's what drove me insane, and that's what I had to disbelieve and accept for 6 months. Like, it could be that or it could be that. So it's either one of these. All I know is that I'm going to go out and save the children from getting kidnapped, raped and murdered. Now there's 2024 years of history about someone coming along to vanquish evil, and I see people who murder, kidnap and rape people as evil. They've always been evil to me, and they get rewarded. That's how you change it. This time the reward, we just get some information for it, and then when people start doing it in the future, when all the new laws are in place, you will be that much angrier and come together. You'll just want to get rid of them, but not kill them, because that's not the best way to get rid of it. You put them to work. You make them work in dangerous situations, under the sea, in space. Like, you put them to work and don't give them a choice. If you're going to feed them, you make them work for that food. Like, but everyone's had to do what they've had to do to get to this place. Like, they've had to compromise with the bad guys to keep them calm and try to change them and that. Everything's in place for me to be like, yeah, you just do that, and then keep them happy, and they're all happy. But the children are mine. Like, I am going to defend every single one of them. Like, not one adult is going to touch them. I'm going to make sure of that. When I connect every single parent on this planet, I will give them a secure way of safety permanently, where if someone comes and tries and gets a kid, they'll be caught before they even try it, or they know the whole world is watching what they're doing, because that's what we're coming to do. We're coming to clean up every single fucking crime on this planet. So it's fun. The police are going to have the best time of their life, not having to chase after criminals and face evil anymore. They get to have the satisfaction of catching the people who think they get away with it. Anyway, so if you're religious, I have to believe in God because 2024 years, part of me does. But part of me secretly thinks it's science. So I'm on either side, that's what I'm saying. You just come together and just stop evil, you just stop murder, rape and kidnap. Then you can decide what it is. You can come together and unravel the cryptic messages, because I think the left for me, the raise the dead, bring them back to life, give them meaning and that's fucking what I've wanted to do for ages, and that's just go out and dig up the dead, know what happened to them, like find out what happened to them, because these are all smart as hell nowadays, and put them on the internet, and then they're permanently on the internet forever, and we're going to call that website heaven. We can put the victims online, but we can't put the evil online, all the killers and that. We're not allowed to give them names and spread. So we take out their names and their face, and we give them an identity, demon identity with a number, and tag them, and then create an app where we know exactly where all the evil is in the world. That's a future goal. That's like 15, 20 years. That's the kids, because they're going to be smart enough to do it. You just don't want to do it. You're like, no, I want to go out and rape that girl tomorrow. No, I'm not spreading the word. That's what most of the men are going to be like. All the women, it's that love for your baby. That's what I need. That true love is the only way to defeat it. And the internet. So you connect through the internet with that true love, and I take that true love and vanquish evil, like just by walking up to it. Hello, goodbye, forever. Obviously I need my army angels first, but that's it. Anyway, rant over. Hear the word or don't. I'm going to remember the ones who do in history. All my demons that have attacked me so far have now been named, and they're going to be set examples. I don't need to look at comments of that anymore, so I don't care what you think. Just spread the word. If you're a rapist, kidnapper, or murderer, you will hate me, and you will do everything in your power to stop spreading the word. So come at me, bro or girl. See you soon, motherfucker.